What up, folks? Alaska Finish here, and today is just a different video, I guess. Maybe or maybe not. I'll be mentioning some records or some songs at the end of the video. I can't promise you anything, but I'm just getting back to the normal life, so to speak. 2 weeks ago, we had a storm here in Portugal, and it kind of destroyed a lot of stuff. At the job, it was a little bit different from the other days. They were really stressful days, and a lot of pressure going on, a lot of customers and such, and they're all dealing with issues and struggling with the damage that the storm caused, and I look at myself and I started to see someone that I didn't enjoy. I don't enjoy the reflection on the mirror, not physically, but I'm losing my patience really quickly, and I've been working that aspect of my life, and I don't wanna spread hate and anger, and for the past couple of weeks I've been doing that. I've been I don't know, man. I'm stressed out. My mind is overwhelmed, and sometimes it's pretty difficult to stay calm and to stay normal, And I don't know, man, what to say. I've been drumming also. I've been rehearsing for some bands and for some projects of mine. I put out a new record with Harry Sherman. Life's good. I can't complain, but somehow, man, I'm losing control again, and I don't know how to take it back. And uh, on if you haven't noticed, or if you're new to the channel, I'm the founder and the scout and the guy that does it all at Head Shrinker Records, one at label, and I'm trying to build a community with a lot of cool people, a lot of cool bands, a lot of cool artists, fans, followers, and that kind of gives me hope. And seeing the world, or seeing this little niche of people fighting for a better world to keep the rock and roll scene alive, it's amazing, and gives me hope and gives me strength to go on, because sometimes I just want to quit. A lot of projects in my life, at some point I said to myself, it's time to quit. It's time to close this chapter, and I did that kind of stuff, and I even in the one of the last videos I mentioned, maybe I will stop doing mixtapes every Wednesday. Maybe I will do a huge mixtape, one per month. I'm still trying to discover what I'm gonna do about that. And I've been doing a lot of stuff. My mind, it's been all over the place. And because I'm doing the stuff with the label, I kind of spend more time on social media, and yeah, man, that kind of affects me. I don't I know that affects me. I have to put a time, or or something on that, because I will be spending a lot of time on social media. I know I'm working, it's just work, but yeah, man, I'm letting life pass me by, and I don't want to spend my life that way every day, you know. And I think it's normal if you lose interest in some things over time, but in my case, man, um I just don't want to lose interest in everything, because I have multiple interests and multiple hobbies, and I feed them, every project, every musical project that I have, I feed them. I create something to it, or even if I'm not creating something for that project, when I play, I don't know what kind of song it's gonna turn out to be, or what kind of idea it's going to be, unless it's on the synthesizers and the pads. There is always Zahur, and if it's some dark stuff or dungeon synth stuff, it's Mulzag, and for those I know what I'm working. When I grab the guitar or I grab the bass, I don't know if it's gonna be a Clementina song, it's gonna be a Halvak song, it's gonna be a Alaska Pianist song. I don't know, man. When I go drumming the same stuff, and that I'm not saying it's exhausting, because it's not, but sometimes it's hard to keep track, and when I think of that, maybe, hey man, I'm not doing nothing for this, maybe I will put an end to it, and sometimes I think about that a lot, and that finishing something, ending something, occurs to me in my life also, people that I don't like, or people that I don't I don't connect with anymore, old colleagues that I don't connect, I've been erasing or removing those people from my life, a lot of people that I grew up with, are voting on a fascist political party, and dude, I no, I cannot cope with that. Sorry, and sometimes, man, I look at my life, and look at my present life, and look at my past life, and I see a lot of differences, man. I know I spend way much time alone, but somehow I don't feel imprisoned by someone who doesn't respect me, or some kind of something like that. Sometimes it's difficult to say goodbye, or just to put an end to the story, but it's it's something you should do, you know and when don't uh, I don't react, or when I just, I'm just gonna let it slip, usually I blow up, and that's what been happening, 2 weeks ago. The world went bananas, everyone went bananas, I went bananas. And the thing is, the recovery of that explosions, outbursts, it's kind of fucked up, because it takes a little while, and I'm on that path. I'm recovering from an outburst, and being upset with the world, and I'm just taking baby steps towards that end, and I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be all right at the end, and the way I've been using social media, it's a positive way. I don't spread hate. I don't spread bad things, I guess. I'm just, I'm just putting it out, because it's my personal life. I'm not afraid of exposing some aspects of my personal life, and that's it, man. YouTube and recording blogs are kind of a life changer for me, because I I feel freedom when I press the record button, and I publish the video. I don't really care. Sometimes I'm just living my life and doing the best I can, and dealing with the world the best way that I can with the means that I have, and I don't know, dude. It's been a journey, It's already February. It's not easy. It's not been easy, the overall, the last few weeks, but apart aside from that, man, life's been cooler. I started a new notebook, and I'm writing again. I'm journaling again. I'm gonna start writing the my second book. I don't know if it's gonna be a haiku book or just a poetry or something. I guess it's gonna be poetry or haiku. Yeah, because I did like the haiku rituals that I had. I just sit down and I wrote, nothing on my head. I just wrote, and I I think that's beautiful. I guess that way of creating, that creating process is really cool, at least for me. And somehow, in darkness or in dark moments, you find a lot of inspiration, as long as you look out for it, you know and this is not personal. It's not life coach moments, not uh, positive thinking moments. It's the reality, man. Sometimes when you're in some fucked up moment or in some fucked up phase, life gives you some things that are not so fucked up, that you can really take on your personal life and create something out of it, you know maybe food, even food. Sometimes you just, "Oh, I'm gonna cook something different," and you throw, I don't know, a little bit of fruit in there, and you have a sweeter moment, and you thank life because of that. And even though that the rest of the world is collapsing, you cherish a little moment and savor it. And I guess it's what I'm trying to do here. you know Even though the world is bananas, everything is going back to normal, I'm trying to go back to my normal life, my normal way of standing in life. And yeah, man, you out there help me a lot, because you listen to me. You don't, you don't, you don't trash talk me. That's really cool, because on other social media platforms, man, people trash talk even a baby video, man. Oh, the baby is ugly. Look at the baby's name. And here on YouTube, I don't know, man. I kind of found a cool community, and some cool people to be dealing with, And I must thank you all once again for being part of this journey. And I know it's a serious video, and usually I'm a goofball, but today I'm just feeling like this. Tomorrow it's gonna be a better day, of course. And once again, thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll be showing you new songs, no, new music. The records that I've been listening to, and that I will listen till the end of the week, and then I will share them with you. And that's it, folks. Thanks for listening to me. You're the best, and I hope you stay cool and everything goes super well in your life. Okay? Cheers. See you later.